Hello, lovelies. Welcome to Narc Free Formula. My name's Freedom. Thank you for joining me. In today's episode, I wanted to talk about whether or not Narc Free Formula is just for women or if men are welcome. And if you're wondering why I'm even saying that, you may or may not have noticed in my About section on my channel, I actually specified that Narc Free Formula is for women escaping or experiencing narcissistic abuse. Now, this doesn't mean that I don't have male viewers. Obviously, the internet is a big wide world, and I do have male viewers. They're a small percentage of my viewing audience. The vast majority are women. The site is specifically catered for women from a woman's perspective. So the reason that I'm just raising this is because there does seem to be a little bit of confusion occasionally, it's only occasionally, where I have men who leave comments saying, oh, women can be narcissists too, and that kind of thing. So, yes, I'm aware of that. I have a channel on YouTube about narcissism, so I'm pretty sure that I understand narcissistic personality disorder. But anyhow, look, for those of you who just, don't know me at all, narcissistic personality disorder is not a gender-based, gender-specific disorder. Both men and women and all other genders can suffer from narcissistic personality disorder. Not suffer, that's the wrong word. It's not suffer, it's display personality disorders like narcissistic personality disorder. So, all right, you happy now? Is everyone all good up in the back row? I hope so, because men are welcome to view my channel. But just know that I'm not going to be sitting here editing myself and catering to your experience. So I'm not going to be saying if he or she. If I'm just not. Because the thing is, look, I'm doing this unscripted, unedited, in one take, right? So every time I edit myself like that, I totally distract my own train of thought, and it's not as easy as you think, just so you know. I know I make this stuff look easy, but it's not as easy as you think, right? I'm joking. So it is a little bit challenging to edit yourself. I'm not going to edit myself because also I got to tell you, to be honest, I find it a little bit fascinating that no one cared when we were all talking about, him when he was a pilot or when he was an astronaut or when he was a doctor. So I've grown up like most of us women have, in a patriarchal society where everything revolves around men and everything is, in the context like that. Like I said, every doctor was automatically assumed to be, a man, every pilot, every mechanic. And the thing is that, no one really raised much of a fuss about it then from your side of the room. It was us women that were saying, hang on, let's just, balance this out a bit. So that's why I get a little bit ticked off when I have to deal with these kind of comments, because it's like, well, really? I mean, after everything we've all been through, is that really something that's worth, having a whinge about? Is it so hard for you to go, when I say he, for you to go she in your own mind? Like, is it that hard? It's probably not that hard, but you're probably just used to people always, saying good things about men, and it's not hard. It's not nice when you hear something bad being said about men. But the thing is, it's not about men. Okay, this is what you need to understand. I'm not talking about men. I'm talking about narcissists. Okay, I love men. You can ask my ex-husbands, right? I have 3 of them. I love men. I would not be talking about men, if this was a gender thing, I just wouldn't even have a channel about this kind of thing, right? If it was just men. But because my personal experience is with a male narcissist, and I'm speaking to my women friends, and some of them are lesbians. In some of their minds, they're having to go she when I say he. So like I said, let's just keep this all in perspective. I'm pretty sure we've got much bigger things to deal with than the lack of one little letter, as in S, as in he or she. Yeah, you figure that out. The channel is for women. I'm not going to change the way I speak. You are more than welcome to stay and watch. You're more than welcome to stay and get involved. If you don't make anyone feel uncomfortable, you can stay the entire time. That's absolutely fine. But just know that this is a women's space. It's a sacred women's space for women. And we don't mind if you stay, but if you be like a cockhead about it, then you're going to be asked to leave. But so far, none of you have been. Well, there's been a few, but they've already been blocked. So there's only been a few, but yeah, I've had to block them, and that's just the way it's going to go, If you're abusive, you will be blocked. Pure and simple. All right, lovelies. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the channel, and if you've got anything to say, please leave it in the comments, because I do like reading your comments. I will always do my very best to respond and reply also. Obviously, as the channel grows, it gets a little bit harder, but I've managed to do it for the last 9 months, so I'm pretty sure I can keep it up a little bit longer. All right, lovelies, thanks for watching. Bye.